Hello and welcome to Scriptcase. Meet the most efficient low-code web development tool that is available on the market today and create complete web systems integrated with business intelligence in minutes. Scriptcase is available to create web as well as mobile applications. It can create forms, reports, management panels, dashboards, and much more. Now, directly here from the scriptcase.net website, you can go ahead and check out what it is all about. You have a great deal of details and information here. You have courses that are available, all of the features that are listed. You have samples that you can check out and use and learn about each of the applications. You have e-learning courses, demonstrations, webinars, documents, the knowledge base, as well as support available to you. Once you're ready, you can go ahead and download Scriptcase, which is now at version 9.12. Clicking the download button, you can add your email address or continue with Google and then hit the download button. Once your download is ready, you can go ahead and install Scriptcase within a few moments. You can start off by installing the environment. You may be warned about your antivirus software, so you can disable that for a few moments during the installation or try and leave it running. In most cases, it should not be a problem. You can then go through the installer and install Scriptcase in any directory that you like. Once you're ready, you can also choose the default installation drivers if required. Set up the local environment as you need, select your location, wherever it is you are, and then from there, you can then go ahead and continue with the installation. If by chance the port is already taken, then you may have already installed Scriptcase before. Simply change the port that is required. Clicking next, you can then continue with the installation and finalize the setup for Scriptcase. The installation will then go ahead and install. It's really as simple as that to get started with Scriptcase. But wait just there, because we will be right back and we will be going ahead and checking out the Scriptcase environment for your very first steps. And with that, Scriptcase is ready. We can open the README if we want to. Otherwise, go ahead and open the Scriptcase environment. With Scriptcase now fully installed, ready to go, and for our very first experience, we have here the option to add admin for the very first time. That is indicated here at the bottom. Do take note of that. That is your username and password to log into the environment. You can change that within the settings, and you also have for the first use a 20-day trial. So you can use the environment for 20 days, check it out, and of course if you need any help, the Scriptcase support is available for you, as well as myself if you need, and all you need to do is ask and somebody will be available to help you using the environment for the very first time. Once you're ready, you can just dive straight in, log into Scriptcase, and you have your welcome screen presented to you. From here, you have free support available to you during the trial period. You can ask any question you may need via the helpful icon at the bottom, as it is indicated here. Simply use that to contact support and somebody will be available to help you. And this screen will be available to you all the time unless you check that little box that was available there, and it will be available during the trial period at least. Okay, so right now we have the option to update our environment straight away, so I can check out the change log, and whenever there is a new update to Scriptcase, that is then always presented within the Scriptcase environment. Okay, so let's dive into creating a project and discuss the many benefits that you have available to you when using the Scriptcase environment. So of course today, with the AI revolution that we have ongoing, you can first of all generate applications within Scriptcase, plan them out, and everything else that you need within those AI tools, and it enhances your development time drastically. You can create platforms so fast today, it is unbelievable. So let's start with first of all checking out here the templates that we have available within Scriptcase. You have all of these templates available to you that are fully fledged platforms that you are able to use within your own environment. You can generate any of these. It will generate the database for you. You can also add your own databases to that, because you can add as many databases as you need. You can import these projects into your own projects. You can import applications to applications and projects to projects, and it is really crazy what you can do within this Scriptcase environment. It is just a case of actually doing it. So here we have the option to create a blank project. I will select that to start off with. I can add an icon here, I can add a name, a description, as well as additional information. I will skip that. There are many videos available on how you can use that, and do check some of those out, and you will have full guides on how to also create full platforms. Now, in this video, I am going to choose the MySQL database, but you can see that you have all of these databases available. If your project is to use any of these databases, then all you need to do is choose it, and it will present you with the relevant configuration that is required for that database. There are cloud databases, there are local databases, there are server databases. There is pretty much all the databases or any of those that you may want to use, and you can integrate those with your own systems and platforms quite easily, because everything that you generate is PHP, or should I say based on PHP, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So everything is fully available to you to modify and adjust within code of the applications. So I can click this button here to create a sample database, which as indicated is an SQLite database. That is this one right here, and that will then create a file or a local file database that we can then use. Now the project does allow you to add multiple languages. Now any option forward from the databases is not database restricted. Everything is available to you regardless of the database that you use. You can fully use this in any environment. So from here I can add any more languages that I need. I can add all of the languages. I can also choose the regional settings and change all of those during the project. Now if I go next, I have then here the option for all of the themes, and I can remove any of these, add further themes if I wanted to, and I can also have the choice of choosing the default theme and then leaving some themes available so that a user or maybe the admin can change the theme whenever they want to. So if you really like the dark aspect, you have a midnight theme here that you can apply. If you are wanting a red or a green theme or a yellow theme, those are pretty much available to you. You just need to select them, and you have full control over the theme adjustments. Once you're ready, you can just go ahead and click create, and you are ready to start creating your applications. And as you see, it is pretty responsive, pretty fluid. It works very well, and with that we have then our applications here to choose from. Now within Scriptcase we can generate reports, grids, which are a combination of grids, reports, charts, as well as a search application. It is very extensive. In some cases, some of these applications have more functionality. So for instance, it allows you to start the grid in various format, as a chart, as a grid, as a summary, and so forth. You have the standard chart application. Now I say it's standard, and it is not very standard. You have a lot of themes available to you in there, as well as options to create just about any type of chart that you want. You have the form application, so you can create full CRUD applications, meaning create, read, and update. So you can apply those and adjust the data that you have available to you within your database. The calendar application, creating a fully fledged calendar which integrates with Google Calendar. You have a responsive menu, also a dashboard, a control application to create custom applications, to create custom forms. You also have the dedicated search application, a tabs application, so you can place all of these applications into a tabbed format. And I should also note that the form also has tabbed functionality built in, where you also have the wizard form built in there. The blank application, which allows you to generate just about anything that you want because you essentially create it. So with this fully fledged arsenal of applications that you have available, you can create anything that you need to manage your business data, whether that be business data or data in general. It is very easy to do. Now, before I dive into the applications, we have just set up our project, and with that we have then the database configuration right up here in the menu. So our menu up here presents us many options. I'm going to start here with the database. We have here the option to create a whole new connection or edit our existing connection if we wanted to. as well as import from Access, Excel, CSV, so we can import from those documents and create our applications. We also have the SQL builder, the database builder, the ER diagram, as well as the option to clear the environment's cache. Now, each of these applications are pretty amazing, and they all provide you with a lot of features that you can use and adjust the data as you need to. For instance, if I come here back into our connection to edit our connection, I can test our connection again and make sure the connection is okay. I can change the driver if I need to. I can change the filter options as well as apply the advanced options to this database connection. If I go ahead and close that, I can create a whole new connection and add that to this project and use multiple databases at the same time. Within the SQL builder, I'm able to generate beautiful SQL selects and also save those and run those later on at any other time. I can also use the database builder, access the database that I have the projects connected to. So if there's multiple databases, they will all be available for you here to edit, and you can come in here and modify the data or modify the tables as you would within a PHP MyAdmin editor. And just like that, you have a lot of tools available to you. Now, for the applications, as we are looking into those right now, you have new applications as well as batch applications, so you can create many applications in one go. The express edit, so you can very quickly make fine-tuned adjustments to each of your applications. We have also the options to restore your applications, back up your entire project, as well as deploy, as well as the option to copy and import and export, and the list goes on and on. And all of those tools are available to you right here within this environment. You do not need anything else other than maybe something to generate some images for yourself or some icon, and that is pretty much all you need. And if you want to create something fancy, you can do so. You just need to add the code for it, and everything for that is all built directly in here. So if I start off by creating a grid application, for instance, we have many options here available to us. So I can select here the table straight away. So if I choose here the customers, it will add the name for me, create the SQL select statement for me, and that is then all ready. I can then also go ahead and modify that here if I need to and make adjustments to this SQL select. I can change the fields here that I do not want to select. I can set the localization of this grid so each application can be fully customized. I can generate a form to edit this grid data as well as run the application once the generation has completed. Now I have the option here also to set the name for the form that is generated. Now if I uncheck that, that is then gone, and as you see, I also get this option here to hide this message by default if I like. Now I will go ahead and create the grid application, and then we can have a very quick look at the grid application here. And as you see, that will go ahead and generate that for me, and I have that then opened. And within the grid application, we can see here we have a quick search option, the columns functionality here, which opens up and allows me to adjust the columns that are displayed, sorting options, so I can sort via any data point that I have within my grid application. I also have export functionality, so I can export this to PDF document, and that is then also opened and displayed for me, and all of that is built into the grid application. We have advanced search built in here, as well as the option then to open the form, and then with the form we can adjust each of the data types available for each of these fields, customize them, and then make this look really pretty just with a few clicks. Now within each of the applications, as I mentioned, they have multiple use functionalities. Now here within the grid application, you have the modules. So here you have the search functionality, the grid listing as you had just seen it, the detail view, the summary view, as well as the chart view. So you can group your data and have that then all displayed here within the grid application. So there we have the detail view, which is available, and then we can also edit the data, which is then all built into this one grid application. The form application we've seen there also, that was then also generated here, and that is available right here within the same project. Now here I can adjust then the fields, drag and drop them, change the display or not. indicate whether they are available on new or update, and depending on how we want to have that displayed. We have also many options to force a certain data type or user IP, or calculate it via the database, or define the value ourselves, whatever is required, and that is for insert as well as update. You have many options in here to make any customization to the form that you would need. For instance, if I come here to a field, and if I choose here the phone number, for instance, and I change this field here to an integer, we can then come down here to the bottom and we can change the values format of this as well as any other data for this field. So we can even add a field mask so that it displays the phone number in a certain format as we want. We can set the initial value of that field. We can use a slider. We have so many options, and that is just for an integer. Now, if I choose any other special data type, for instance, we have the HTML image, and I can apply a HTML image data type or field to a phone field, which of course would be quite interesting. And you'll see that here the values and options available to you change depending on the data type that is actually selected. So with this being an image, we can then open up the image manager, which, yes, it includes a fully fledged image manager. You have public images, your Scriptcase images, your project images, user images that you can then group and catalog as you need per project, per user, per whatever it is you are working on. And then again, changing the data type one more time to maybe email or anything else that is needed. Again, we can add watermarks in here. I can adjust the field size that is available for the database. I can choose to display an icon, which is then the email icon, and so much more for this form application. Not only that, we have Tipsy built in, as well as pop-up helpers, hint fields, and so much more, helping your users navigate around your applications, allowing you to present them the information as and when you need. And you can apply this to your fields, to your tables, to your grid applications, to just about anything you need within Scriptcase. And it also comes with a whole bunch of macros that you can then leverage the more powerful aspects of Scriptcase within your applications and use those. Okay, so let's have a look at another application. And if I come here to new application, let's generate here a chart application. Now, as I mentioned, you have charts built into the grid application, but for this sales chart, I actually want to use the dedicated chart application, and then I can just create that once again. And just like that, we have a chart. We can define here our dimensions. So here I will choose the region, the product category, and add the date twice in here. And then for the date, for instance, we can then display the year and for month or quarter as we need. And then for the alternative date, maybe we just want to display the month. Now for the metrics, we have then the quantity sold as well as then the sales, and we can add any drag and drop any other field we need in there, and then all I need to do is just go ahead and run that chart, and there we have our sales data. Now the chart and all other applications, they are fully themed. As I mentioned previously, you have many options here to change the header and footer of the applications that are generated. You generate the applications from a template, so you have header and footer templates as well as button templates, and then the themes that we had selected at the beginning. So right here I can change the theme on an application basis or leave it as it is. I can update the entire search, because yes, even the chart has search functionality, and that will then also update that theme when I change it, or I can leave it as it is. Now within the dimensions, I can adjust any of these as I need to and make adjustments to the metric field as well as the search fields that are presented. So here I can present then the search fields for region as well as the product category, save that, and those will then become available. I can change the theme for this, as I was mentioning. So here I can choose the flat, or I can choose here the deep sky blue or grayscale or high chart, or any other theme here that I like for my project, like black for instance, or just the SC clean. At the bottom here we have added also more options for the Gantt. There are so many features and options being added here. For instance, here we can add a gradient palette in here, and I can choose maybe 2 different colors. and there we then have a gradient palette in here, or I can change the palette entirely, I can change the canvas, I can adjust the border, and much more. Now it is important that this application does then save those informations, and if I go ahead, open this application once again, we have then our new view. And just like that, we can make adjustments within each of these applications that we create. We have the new responsive menu, and with that you can add your applications to your new menu here just by very simply importing all of them that you have generated, and then you can make the adjustments here as you need, adding font awesome icons to these, as well as adjusting the target of the window, changing the application that this is linked to, and so much more. We can check that out very quickly. There we have then now our sales icon, and if I change this then here to customers, and we can very quickly here change then here the icons, and we have then here the grid customers. So let's change that then. Let's have this one as a user and this one as a plus, and then we have add customer, and then just like that then we have our grid application available with those forms and grid stat charts as well that we have added. Now if I come back here to the grid application, but we checked out here the advanced search as well as the columns and sorting options that we have available here, and now that we have our chart, we can add our chart in here by adding further icons in here via the action bar within the grid, and that is a very nice feature. So I'm going to have a very quick look at that one here as well. Now if I come back here to the grid application, I can add a new button here, and I'm going to say here that's chart, and I'm going to link that then always to here the chart application that we had created, and just like that, let's change that to button and font awesome icon only. I can add hints in here for this button, change the theme for the button as I need. So if I add in here confirm, then that will then present me a confirmation button when I click that. So let me choose here the chart sales, and just like that I have linked the grid application now here to the chart that we have. So I'm going to open that in a new window, and again you see here that I can make all of these fine-tuned adjustments to how I want now the chart to be opened. I can save that, run that application again, and now I have here a nice chart button, and that will present me with a confirmation window and then open the chart for me. And just like that, we have a mini little platform available to us in Scriptcase with so many features and functionalities. And even with the menu, I hadn't even started, because the user menu is also available where you can display a user picture, a username, a description, and you can add items in here as well. And if I save that, for instance, and then we have here the toolbar items, which are all available, and you can allow or disallow any of those, remove or keep them as you want. You can add a logo here into the menu as you need to, and then go ahead and run that menu again, and just like that you have a nice logo in there. You have all of these options where I can change the theme of the menu very quickly, a search option, the user menu that I had just added very quickly, and just like that we have a dynamic menu. Now this menu, as I should mention, is fluid, so if I increase the size of it, as you'll see, it is going to change to mobile and not. So right now that would be then be the mobile. So let's add then here the compact logo, for instance, for the layout, and there we have that very quickly added, and there we would then have our mobile menu. Now to see that better, I will add a few further options in here, and if I go ahead and run that now again, we can then see the mobile version of that be displayed for us now with the alternative logo and then the mobile menu. And just like that, you are able to create your applications as you need within Scriptcase, and more applications are available to you. As mentioned, you have dashboards, so you can generate dashboards within Scriptcase and add those with little widgets, as well as displaying the applications that you have created. So here I can display the chart sales if I wanted to increase or decrease the size of that, and just like that then I have myself a little dashboard available here with some interesting functionality all built into that, ready to go. And anybody can go ahead and create any application they need to, all within the Scriptcase environment. You can add your logos, your icons, and not only that, you have full management of your folders as well as structures, not only within your applications but also within the management of your applications. And then you can just very easily adjust your project as you need. You can create mobile applications, you can create dashboards, and as a mobile device we have then our menu menu and our visibility here. So that is for an iPhone, and then we have that then displayed here with the mobile logo right now, as well as then the view there. So that is then the Scriptcase environment displayed on a Surface Duo. And if I change that to a Pixel 7, there we have that. And we can also change that then here to an iPhone 12, for instance. And we have then also our mobile view of not only the menu, but then also the applications, of course, that we generate here. And there we have the chart application, we have the form application that we had created, and each of these are fully functional within the mobile device, as well as on any other device that you may want to use it. So you can use Scriptcase for just about any device available today. And it doesn't just finish there. As I pointed out earlier on, you have the samples available here. So do check this. You have all of the dashboard examples, as well as examples of just about anything else that is available within Scriptcase. And you'll see that some of these dashboards you can create are very powerful. You have also the new notifications environment added in here. You can add email confirmations. There is the security module that generates the security for you. There is so much more. So coming here to systems, for instance, you can check out any of these systems. Security features always being updated as well and improved, as well as the entire Scriptcase environment. Now, if you are out for creating yourself a whole new platform that is required for your business, then Scriptcase is the platform for you. And that was a great deal already on Scriptcase, so I think that will do for now. I hope that helps you with your basic 101 first steps within Scriptcase. Do be sure to watch one of the more in-depth project creation videos, and then with that you will learn a great deal on how to create a full project within Scriptcase.